Especially when people come to you and say, look, can you get this done for me? Can you get somebody? Instead of you to be quick to say, no. Hello everyone, welcome back to Money Matters Inspired Living with Modupe. Remember, this is the home for all things personal finance because your money matters. And so in today's video, I want to talk about 7 business ideas or side hustles that you can start and that will bring you income. It is no longer news that having just one source of income will no longer cut it, especially in this season, in this times that we are economically. Things will continue to get worse. I am not a prophet or a prophetess of doom, but this is the reality that life and the economy is in seasons. And right now, not only in Nigeria and globally, things are getting worse. And so it is important that we have other sources of income that will help us to move into asset creation or also to get us into the investing mode. And so without much ado, the very first business idea I have for us today is buying and selling, which we also can call commerce. It is something that people do every day. As long as you can get things at a cheaper price and you can sell them for a profit, you have started your buying and selling business. So if you are interested, buying and selling is something that you can start. You can start today and you can start making money from. So whether you have a business already, whether you have a job already, or whether you are a sit-at-home mom or a student, buying and selling is something you can do. If, for instance, you want to buy shoes, you want to sell bags, you want to sell weaves, you want to sell perfumes, Lagos Balogun is a good place for you to start. Or trade fair here in Lagos is another good place for you to start. If you are in the eastern part of Nigeria, Aba is a very good place, especially for stuff like materials, stuff like bed sheets is a good place for you to source your items from. But if you're not doing anything, it's something I want you to think about. You have a job, you can buy things, take to the office and sell, as long as it doesn't interfere with your main duty, your main responsibility. And if you are a sit-at-home mom, why don't you start? Upload items on your WhatsApp, your status, you have Instagram, upload, let people see what you can do, what you have to offer. That is how money comes. Exchange, value, buying and selling. Please consider this. The second one which I want to talk about is what I call the personal shopper. This is a business that if you have the time, but you say that you don't have money, it's something you can look into. And this is a way that you can go about it. Number one, you can let people know that, look, I can buy things for you, but for a price. Especially if you are very good in navigating the markets. So you can just go to the market. Maybe you can tell them, okay, I can do personal shopper for you when it comes to your food items, your plantain, it could be tomatoes. If you are very good with mile 12, mile 2, how to get things, food stuff, or even if it's things, items, children wears, or people want to have parties for their children, party packs and things like that, you can decide that, look, I can do this for you. That is what a personal shopper does. So you can either get things for people, either individually or as a group. You can do that, or you can even say that, okay, I can take you to the market since I am good to navigate, but I'll follow you to the market for a commission. That is what a personal shopper does. So think about it. Do you have the time on your hands? And there are people around you, working mothers, working fathers, who need things to be done, because weekends for them is the time when they want to rest and spend time with their family. Offer your service and get paid for it. The number 3 business item I have here is rental services. Yes, rental services. You can start this business on a small scale, and then as you have the money, you can begin to increase your what you have to offer. You can say that, okay, maybe the kind of parties people have now, they are looking for big people who organize their parties and everything. No, people are different levels. So you can start at the level at which you are. There are still people who have just house parties. What they need is just maybe a dozen of chairs and a small canopy. So look around. If that is what your money can start with, start. I always tell people, start with what you have, where you are. Delay can be dangerous. Somebody else can have that idea and take that idea away from you. I always tell people, ideas are not faithful. Because you have captured that idea does not mean that your neighbor has not gotten an idea. So imagine if you got the idea in January and you have not done anything, you are waiting for money. And then your neighbor who got the idea in July, this July, has started. What will you say? Will you go and meet the neighbor and say, neighbor, I wanted to start this business, so you cannot start? It's not possible. So if you have an idea, start it. And by the time you start, you will see how things will continue to work out for you. As long as you are creative, you are innovative. So rental business is also a good business. Canopies, ladders, chairs, cooking utensils for people who want to have parties. In this part of the world, Nigeria, we love to celebrate. People love to rent things. Cameras, cars that you are not using. You know, there is always something. You have microphones, you have a generator. There is something that somebody needs that you have that you can exchange and you get paid for. The number 4 business idea is the barbing salon idea. This business is something that pays a lot. Men want to look good and they will always cut their hair and shave to look good. So this business is something that both men and women can do. You can start a barbing salon even if you have your 8 to 9 job. Yes, all you have to do is to rent a place, employ a barber who will run the place for you. And when you're coming back from work, you can decide to just go there, you know, to see how things work. Weekends, you can also spend time there to monitor and see how the business is progressing. So whether you are a man, you don't have a job, it's something you can do. Within 1 month, you can learn how to cut. Yes, and you can start with any amount that you have. People cut their hair, some people once a week, some people twice a week, you know, like that. But there is always an opportunity. Just find your niche, you know, and start that business. Start that business. The number 5 business opportunity I want to talk about is what I call the middleman or the middle woman. What do I mean? Imagine somebody comes to you and say that, my children, I need lesson teachers for them. And then you know somebody who has been sitting at home, who knows how to teach, who can maybe read history or math or maybe chemistry or, you know, English. And then instead of sitting at home, you can say, okay, let me even decide to even start this thing. I'll connect them, but I will be the source person. So you, this person, I'll connect you with this person every month. This is how much you'll be paid, and this is the commission that will come to me. This is how people start their agency. Either security agencies, cleaning agencies, even, you know, this kind of business. This is how it starts. So don't look and say, what do I have to offer? Especially when people come to you and say, look, can you get this done for me? Can you get somebody? Instead of you to be quick to say, no, I don't know. Or you are a student, you are at home. Universities are on strike here in Nigeria, and you are a student, maybe you're a final year student, and there are secondary school students who are trying to get into university, or primary students who are trying to get into university. Use that opportunity, you know, teach them and get money. Link people, be the middle person. Your other students are there, meanwhile there are people at home. This is a holiday period as well. Parents want their children occupied. Plan something. Think of something. Get other people together. Be the middleman. That is how you start your agency or your business. The number 6 business idea is to turn your knowledge into cash. Yes. What is it that you know that people always come to you and ask for advice or ask that you teach them? Don't just take it for granted. Turn it into cash. Do people come to you and ask you, can you help me with this? People come to me and say, Modupe, you are a lawyer, you are a financial planner, help me with this, my investments, this, what do you think? I want to form a company, what do you think? If you are somebody like me, I will advise you and encourage you, turn it into money. Instead of giving it to people free, you can start with free, but as time progresses, convert it into money. Turn your knowledge into cash. And that is how I also came about my 2 books, Go Make the Money for Women. I turned my knowledge, I'm turning it into cash. And this other book, How to Manage Your Money Through Budgeting. And people have been buying, and it has been a source of blessing to people financially. Turn that knowledge, turn it into cash. It can be in terms of courses, ebooks, or books like this. But ensure that you turn that knowledge into cash. Don't just say, I have nothing to offer. You have something to offer. As long as people come to meet you, there is something for you to offer. Finally, today, business idea is what we call the thrift business. Here in Nigeria, we call it the second-hand business. And it was a pleasant surprise to me when I saw that this business has gone from the local level. On Instagram, I see a lot of businesses who are into thrift, and people are buying, from these thrift stores. So it is something that if you are interested in, that you can start. Just Google and check places where you can source these things from. In Lagos, if you are here in Lagos, I heard that you can get from Yaba, you can get from Katangwa or somewhere like that. But just Google and you'll find, because women love to look beautiful. You have thrift for children, thrift for men, thrift for women. And I heard that you have 1st grade, 2nd grade. I don't know if there's 3rd and 4th grade. But if it's something that you are interested in, it's something that will bring good income to you. And so I have come to the end of this video. I want to encourage you, don't just be a hearer of this word, a hearer and a watcher of this video. Please take action. Be a doer. Start cultivating and digging your well before you are thirsty. Like I said, difficult times are coming. You can no longer survive on one income, because the things that 10,000 naira, for instance, could buy in January, you can no longer buy in July. And before the end of December, you will not be able to afford it. Not only in Nigeria, globally, countries are moving into recession. This is a part 1. We're going to navigate how do we prepare for recession, for time of crisis, when it comes. It is not if it will come, but when it will come. So I want to encourage you, start thinking, become creative, take responsibility. You are the chief financial officer of your life. And until my next video, please, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Help me. I have a goal of reaching 500 subscribers in the next 1 month. We're just about 310. Help me to grow this channel. Share this video. Like it. I want to read from you. If there's anything you want me to talk about, if there's a question you need me to answer, please send it. I love you all. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Be money wise, and I will see you at the top.